I'm a vape.
Oh gosh.
You alright, dog?
Eh.
Holy wine.
Drink it too fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Parallel Podcast 868, Trinidad's finest. Take a sip. I'm your host, Press. I am Press for the slow ones. Alongside the God himself. Yeah. Doing with that. You're doing with that.
Bless. Yeah.
That works.
Are we really here or are we not? Are we really critical thinkers? Are we asking a lot of whys, or are we just with the social construct and accepting whatever is fed to us? Those are the kind of things we'll be talking about tonight. And of course, sometimes we have our friends, guests as we call them. And joining us tonight would be the lovely RHONDA is here with us. RHONDA, tell the people and them something.
Something.
Oh God, you see, we're now talking about social construct. I say something, she says something too. Right?
Yeah.
Are we here or are we really here? What's going on in the world? Are we really questioning a lot of things that are fed to us through the media, through social media, through news, to all these different platforms? And do you think that we naturally just gullible, or we are critical thinkers, or the critical thinkers are the minority? And I would give an example of a video that I saw the other day. I was discussing with somebody, right? But we're getting straight into it. We're playing tonight. There was a test going on. I don't know if they can see this. That they put 3 people in a room and they gave them instructions to fill out a form. And every time they hear a bell,
Stand up.
they stand up. And every time they hear the bell, they sit down. Right? And and then they brought other people in without that instruction, with simply the instruction to fill out the form. And one guy came in and they ring the bell, ping, and everybody sit down and you watch them ring it, ping, everybody stand up. By the time they hit the bell again, he doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So they basically do the experiment to show how easily we base our behavior on other people now. So when we walk into a room, we watching the scene, you know what I mean? There's a rowdy thing, what's going on here? What do you think about that experiment, and is it a plain example of what goes on? Because I think I and all maybe would have been guilty of that sometime in my life. What do you think about
It is something that happens in society because a lot of us don't ask why.
that? Right?
We just go with the flow. We go with the narrative.
Me?
Well, that was that. Just like I said.
Yeah, that was,
We are in the minority, but the minority is slowly growing. Yeah.
which is
People,
good.
yeah, people becoming woke now. They're asking questions. They're looking at information with a critical eye. They're a little more analytical. A little more.
Some people getting woke for the wrong things, but I will
Well,
accept that still.
True.
Yeah,
but, you know how it goes. But I saw that video, but
experiment.
that experiment, but in a slightly different way. But more or less, it's the same message came across. We see somebody do something, and that happens with us, especially in the West Indies. We go with tradition a lot, and sometimes we don't ask, "Well, mommy, why you did this?" But we doing it.
Right.
That is happening in homes.
Yeah.
It's a traditional thing.
We grow up, we start simple things like why we push 3 times a day or twice a day. I
Right.
push twice a day.
But I know you're going to take it to cleanliness. It must become hygiene. But go ahead. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Like the simplest
Yeah.
You not question the why with it.
Why,
Just,
yeah.
alright, this way you want, did you see him do it? Did you call
Yeah.
the way I do it?
Who say bathing 3 times a day is necessary. Who said that? Yeah.
You know how much you don't have to waste on perfume and waste many times a day.
Oh, no.
Laundry.
No. If you really think about it, let me think about it, right? If I is some kind of scientist or whatever the case is, and I come up with soap, right? I have to find a way to market it. So what I go and do now is I go and hit up my doctor brethren. RHONDA, here what going on? I come up with this thing. This thing ain't doing nothing for you. It just getting soapy
And smelling nice.
and smelling nice. But I need to get this off the shelf. So we need to form some kind of experiment, call it the Teddy effect.
And not only that,
And-
make sure it's something medical.
Yeah. No, and I want to say I hit up my doctor friend. So it had a song medical, it had a song genius, and it had to be like,
It's how to
wait.
create a desire.
Yeah.
That, hey, yeah, we need to do
Yeah.
this. We need
Yeah.
this.
So when men just feeling like, and then suppose that it was really the shit boy.
That's like a placebo effect.
Bro, that's happening every day.
Placebo
There's a lot
effect.
of products.
Yeah. You think you sick and that's you have to start or something.
Yeah.
Some nice name. The nice name. And you take it there and you get better.
You're like, wow, that time is your mind, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that time is your mind, yeah. Wait.
A sugar pill.
You know what I mean? Because let me face it, right? Sometimes when you go to the hospital and you sit by the time you sit down for 4 hours waiting to see a doctor, you might get better. But
Ease in your mind.
yeah, but I fed up with this. I could find this out. You know what I mean?
That's a whole other-
But I think that again, I would agree that now people challenging a lot of things that going on, especially with information. I feel like they're giving pieces of it and not because what is I wouldn't say scare me that one day somebody gonna come and say, I is he want to kill Kennedy, I is he want to do this, I is he want to do that. You know what I mean? Because even going back to certain what I would call it popular faces who passed away due to sickness and all these kind of things. And then you hear people saying, boy, it's not really that, it's somebody put them in place.
Right now,
Yes.
I'm seeing stuff the same like Jackson like
Yeah,
Like-
long, hey, that
Like
carried
what?
a long time.
Like he was not like
Yeah. He
Used to
alive and
go
he
that-
hiding out somewhere.
Yeah.
No, well, I think that
They
come
say
like
Tupac alive too, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
it's in
It's
Tupac in Jamaica, yeah.
Nah, but that they're really killing our prophets. But Mali too, he was one too. I don't feel that
Yeah.
that was just like that.
Some of these speech.
But then they had a big article with that.
To get it from the elites and then because I think
Right.
once they make it a certain way in your life, they started here to try and
Yeah,
change
that
things
is
with
the
them.
next thing too.
And if you didn't take the initiative, they shut with your life and different things, they had to get it from them now. So I hear some of those legit fake doing that to get it from them people that want to change your life and them.
Yeah, why not?
That's so sorry.
You know, for me,
It was
yeah.
me, I did all the same thing, you know?
Exactly.
For me, one of the biggest things I always question is, well, I know people is talk about it a lot. What is really all your thoughts on this through the umbrella of what Hollywood is? Because you know, there's a lot of artists that say, a lot of actors that say, when they go Hollywood, their life just go downhill, or they had to do certain things to reach where they had to go, or whatever. What? I don't know why I just feel like that umbrella of Hollywood is like a whole set of sickos, boy. But they are the gatekeepers now. Right? Then you want this thing? Alright, my boy. You know what I mean? And wait.
I think it's like exactly that. Hollywood is like the seller soul. Not literally, but it's like, alright, you want to make it big? You want to do this? But hey, we are being conscious. We have to do this. But have a story. With all them saying, once they wear a dress,
Yes.
if they have a
Yes. I saw that.
And
Yeah,
she
that's
all them
like
actually
an initiation
want-
part of
like
the
initiation.
process.
All
Yeah.
them who go in and dress
Yeah,
and them,
yeah.
then they initiated now.
Yeah, yeah, inside.
So men and Chappelle and a few of them refuse to wear
Fox
dress.
Yeah.
Murphy
Yeah.
and them fellas.
And that,
Yeah.
even cut over the
Yes, it's cut,
Captain, I'm
yes.
say,
Yes.
he know
sir.
that.
Yeah.
He said niggas can't be every show you in a dress. You know what I mean? Just to get a part, but
Abomination.
yeah, and yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
But I really feel that's what Hollywood is about. You know, give us your mind and your soul, and that's
Yeah, but I mean,
That's what it is about.
I could be a good actor, but I never see Denzel in a dress. So I mean, I could be a good actor, but I don't need to act.
He could say, hey, me do that.
No, but it just never happened. It just, even from day one, Denzel was just not on that dress thing.
I see that Mr. Hart here, talking about here, you know, and do something, and next minute, Mr.
Even.
I mean, okay, can we look at it like, at the end of the day, fellas had to feed their family, boy? But to me, but what I'm saying is this. And could that be considered the true definition of, or partly of, selling your soul?
To me, that is selling.
Yeah, going,
Because
you don't have a,
what you won't do then to survive, you know?
yeah,
You must have some boundaries somewhere. You must
Yeah.
know where to cut your social line, you know,
yeah.
moral line.
But to me, it is a lot of pride to it, because when you reach a certain level in life, remember, as I always tell people want to see you, the same chairs again to go up, the same, again double to come down. And these fellas telling themselves, hey boy, things getting hard. And I want to sell these cars on this house? Nah. And I think that is the pride now of,
Losing.
yeah,
Losing, yeah, and shame,
yeah. And saying, well, nah, boy, I really had to do this, but I really had to. And then say, nah,
But sometimes-
stress for it, yes?
To me, it seems like sometimes it is easier to do it, because I heard some celebrities talk about, you know, like, oh gosh, I really want to put on my red butts.
Yeah, them on WhatsApp, share them on WhatsApp, boy.
No, I mean, listening to the videos and stuff, they were like, you know, when it comes to the moving left or getting a little fruity now, they would introduce a dressing assistant. Like, I know you're not on that, but I will give you a dressing assistant that real fruity now to dress you, to make sure everything. So it's kind of ease them into it in a kind of way. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. And eventually, you know.
Yeah, boy. You see,
Oh my
the
God.
media, yeah, left, right, and center. And you see, the thing about it have a lot, it has so much craziness is going on in media now that sometimes you don't know what true and you don't know what not true.
And just the other day I was mentioning
Right?
that on
So
news
as much as P Diddy, right, really be the no Diddy, right? But it could, a lot of things could be exaggerated too, because my boy not in jail yet, right? I ain't really hearing them. They just, it come like they say in a courtroom, you mustn't introduce something that is not fact, but lawyers just do it to put the thought in the jury head now. So it come like that. It come like I bringing up a conversation with you, telling you I think Ding is thief now. So you might, I don't have the fact of it, but now you're watching Ding like, you know what I mean? And if you're mouthing bad, you're going to tell somebody, I say this thief when I don't have no facts now.
That's the next theory too, I think when it's one idea. They say when the elites or those on top want to get here, want to target here, first thing they do is tarnish your name and reputation.
Credibility, yeah.
Yeah, and then they bring it down. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah.
You know, they tarnish it. Sometimes people do something against them or something and they all fame, so
Or it might be or it might be P Diddy or he had the vibes on them like my boy Epstein, yeah.
Yeah, you know, say, yeah, but every man do, you know.
Listen. That
Yes.
long time.
Yes,
Long
He
but-
has some
PD.
influence over them
Yeah.
and out film or something.
Remember-
I don't say innocent though, but it's something you
Yeah,
do,
innocent,
you
I
wrong
agree
person,
with that.
and the out film now.
Yeah.
I want to be hidden still.
Yeah, I think like they don't allow them to reach too far, like especially the black men.
Like, yeah, power,
Yeah, like you
but
can't
don't feel more
reach
powerful
too-
than me.
Yeah, like they just have to hey, cut it down a little bit, cut him down.
Yeah,
And they always come with that some kind of allegations, but a lot of the times it could be true, bro.
Because, I mean, when
I heard some stories about
when you're
it,
on
like
stage and you-
long
you
before
know
now.
what, and you can wait, I feel like he's going to a point there, you ain't gonna get everything there.
Yeah.
So don't doubt some of them allegations.
Yeah, no, I'm not doubting some of the allegations, but
Probably buy his way through.
because you would realize that most of the people who accusing Diddy of stuff is black people, right? I don't know, because I don't know what they aim to benefit from, because again, I just listen to these ex-bodyguards talking about Diddy and thing. I can't respect anybody who coming on an interview for like TV or anything and saying stuff, because 9 out of 10 times they're getting paid to do it now. It's not free. So 9 out of 10 times you might just exaggerate a story. Right? Yeah. Yeah. All of them think this be, yeah, I mean,
I don't watch it with
media dangerous, yeah. So you really don't know where's the, you know what I mean, where's the end game now of whoever controlling it is going right here in Trinidad. They just say the Guardian is this party and the Express is this party and the Newsday is this party. So who
The media is a big controller. And yes, most of them really should have hand in the media, you know. Give all them have hand in some media.
Yeah.
Times, that's why we want them. All of our hands in media, you know. Once it only media, you only put them in.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it.
And it have some, it actually, and even in Trinidad here, there are people who none the wiser. Like people is sitting on Facebook and say, you seeing this and I watching like, you believe that? You know what I mean? I just, a simple thing like this, I saw on TikTok when they come across fake trailers of movies. Iron Man 6, look at that thing. When they watch it, it's some
That is
fan
why
make the, you know what I mean?
must
Fan
be
made thing.
in this day and age news literate.
Hey,
So
common
everything
sense.
you come across, you had to watch it with that like, hey, this looking like a little AI here. This might be a little Photoshop here. You have to watch it with a critical eye. And was cause I just talked about this on Boom the other day. And the thing you must do is verify the information. Check and
Hey.
see what other media houses carry this.
The-
Is this true? Before you share, because you know we love to press send, we love to press
The
post.
greatest thing,
You gotta check it out first.
the greatest thing I see happened the other day now. I don't know if that's true. If it's true, well, they slap me now. I know rare people that catch you that. You see, they was playing something on TikTok where they tell you, click share and then tap something to see who block you on WhatsApp. Dog, and people
I
commenting. People commenting. It ain't working. Die just to tell you how good people is.
Yes.
You saw what the Sioux block you?
Yeah, I don't know that.
I
You don't
don't
feel
care.
I have to, I just say, right? With no spirituality thing, I say, nobody come on ever tell me to be religious if they just study one religion. If you want to be religious, you mean I study all religion.
Yes. Yeah, that one, the stick
Right.
picture.
Everything.
I agree.
Yeah.
Take out all the points, all the info that you think makes sense to you and create your own story. You understand? You can't be in one religion and say in religion, you play telling you everything.
And you don't know anything about the others, but you're saying this and you're saying that. It
All
really
them
is
is
right.
spirituality, all them is spirituality, all them are similar stories, everything. And I think it was one that gets separated from passing one evidence, I think it's separated. And you now have to find yourself
And
studying all to get back that kind of that oneness now.
The holistic picture.
And that was all the information I think. You can't go and read one news article and be good and say, I believe this. Go and
You
read
gotta
all
check
that
it out.
stuff.
Yes. You gotta verify
Because-
with somebody else.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
you
you
might
know,
have a
so-
piece of the puzzle, I might have a piece of the puzzle,
Exactly.
and you know how to fit it together. And that's, again, that's critical thinking.
That is it. You can't believe nothing.
That's
So
what it is.
if I want to believe the shape of the earth, just say, I will go in the Bible, I will go in science, I will go my own observation as well.
Yeah.
You know, what makes sense to me? And that's
Yeah.
the next thing people do depend on it. I think school take away our independent thinking. We also depend on
critical
somebody
thinking.
else for information. You understand? And book a textbook of science, you know? We have 5 and 6
Bro, it's
senses.
not even much
You
book
understand?
science,
You
boys.
can
Just
observe and
think
see.
of-
Like,
And
this
if
is
you
this.
know, and you could, I think you could equate that to that wisdom too, you know. When you research all them things and you gain experience, that wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? Wisdom is a serious thing.
You have to.
But you can't just people just like to run with one thing
One time.
yeah.
Press, post it.
And they
What's
ain't
the one
doing
side?
no testing or no personal.
No research.
Yeah,
They're not
nothing.
asking the
Yeah.
right questions. Besides, they ain't even asking a question. Before we get to the right question, they're not asking a question.
I was guilty of that.
I think we all have to know that.
To a point, because I would say some things, and because subjectively I know I right, you know. But the thing is, I wouldn't know I right based on what I have done or what I've researched, right? So I say, you know what? I put myself in other people's shoes and say, why would they listen to you talking? Everybody just be talking, you know? So I say, anytime I bring in something across now, I bring in my work kids. You know, 60 days, they show you work kids.
Yeah.
So,
Wait,
Bring in
bro.
the evidence
yeah,
one
yeah.
time.
So now I
When we back there, boy.
come to this or what do you
Right.
drive this, you know? And you're saying, but this is fun. So on, you believe me when I say it is. But if I was that person, I won't believe you like that. You're saying that what merit I have to believe you, you know?
But let me tell you something, and it's something I just do now, not to embarrass people, right? But you ever listen to somebody like in work, right? But they don't know what looking. And they're saying something crazy and I ask them, where you get that from? And they just go blank or they give some kind of stuttering answer like,
Right.
I see that on TikTok. God, but again, in the answer, they see it in their face like, hey, boy, that man really put money for them, boy. You know, like, where you get that information from? Like, how you know that?
Yeah.
You was there, but we living in an era now where, remember, everybody want likes. Everybody want to be the first.
To spread that
You know,
news,
you
to
know,
spread that
yeah.
See, that's why I now say that.
Yeah.
See, everybody wants to be the first.
Hey,
That is a serious one.
you know what is real kill me, boy? You see the accident down the road, you know.
That was embarrassing. Because of instances, you know, people actually need some kind of assistance. Somebody
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
assistance.
Man on the ground there. Down by
Yeah.
top, Frederick Street.
And
Yeah.
it's
No, we laugh.
Yeah.
Make it funny, yeah?
Like,
Make
you should
it
be
funny.
you know. You think you don't breathing. You think you just see him. But they don't care about you, boy.
No,
I'm
that is so
shocking,
serious. That's serious. That is the age we living in. We are bombarded by information.
Watch now, that shit.
Likes, man. So likes your fame, man.
Listen, everybody wants
Watch
to
now. That is kill me. I will never forget, and it's a sad thing. It's a real sad thing. But I will mention it. I will never forget when, I don't know if you remember, could have been 2 years, 3 years ago, the man who committed suicide, his family taping him, throwing gas in the car. He emptied the whole car with gas. Walk
And they
off,
watching, they
throw the
watching.
container, sit down in the car, and the person who taping him say, watch him, what you doing? And the man light himself and explode. Them taping them, ain't nobody in say, somebody
Yes, sir.
call somebody, stop him from doing, nobody say that to him. They stand up taping the man, watching him doing that.
The hard
This
part,
is the life.
the quicker post it on social media than can yes, but I know. Because I put that one I know.
And then in that conversation, that was my voice there, dog. It's like I post that.
And the next thing, sometimes watching a video and you'll see a man taping himself crying, but it's girl leave me and things. You can never be seriously crying and pull out that phone and record yourself. Bro. I can't see that happen to me.
I think,
I can't
nah,
be seriously, but
I think,
I said, no, it's that phone.
dog, I'm gonna be very little. I feel like
Well,
that
maybe
is,
you wanna see
that is two things to me.
where you come from. Like,
Nah.
okay, this day I was
That
like
is two
this.
things to me. That is two things to me. Right? That is two things to me. That is you reach I want to say ultimate low where you're drawing for that attention from that person, boy. Right. Oh yeah, just playing the ass. I need excuse me. Because it can that could never be. Well, I see somebody do that already on our social media, and they was actually they jump off somewhere after. Okay, listen.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that for you to do that, that had to be an ultimate low boy.
No, I know
Serious
say
attention.
suicide.
Yeah.
Those who record it and thing, they don't do it for themselves. You know. They do it to
do it
create
for the
pain for somebody else. You know.
What I was
That's the main
saying.
intention.
No, what I was
I
saying.
find that's a real big boy move, but like you would think it was nice to prove a point to somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It's a big boy
Yeah.
move, but it's a, so that's why I use the phrase
Just
that's now.
plan the thing out, you know.
I use the phrase that's now is that it's like you reach an ultimate low and you're feeling like the only way you could get across to this person
Is there.
is doing that.
You
Yeah,
feel bad for
yeah,
yourself life.
yeah.
You feel bad for yourself
Feel
life.
sorry
You
for me
know
now.
what you do to me. You
Feel
know
sorry
what
for
you
me.
do.
Yeah.
I'm doing this now because I'm hurt and I want to see. I want the world to see.
Not me.
But it's have other ways to vent.
Exactly.
It's have other ways, you know, to get it out. But what about the addiction we have to our phones? Let's be real. That addiction.
I have that, and right now I'm a businessman, and my phone always on mute, silent. I don't have my phone just to me from nothing I do. When I have my time and feel that, I will pick up my phone. This person message or call this. My phone everywhere I spend the time I do to me these days. My phone always on
Nah,
silent.
it's guilty. Just
Yeah.
don't be immediately.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
And
I think
No,
for,
it's a serious thing, you know. You really need to have a serious.
it's under control.
It actually-
That's
yeah.
under control.
It actually had a-
Listen, no.
it actually had a time that I only used to pick up my phone when I go off.
Right.
Never, other than that.
And
yeah.
to me,
Is that so?
and that's why I put it.
I think no. I would say it's still so, but I would also say that for the most part, I just really browse TikTok. But other than that, all these other apps don't interest me at all. The only time I go on the other apps is if when I post the shows.
Okay.
But I wish because all of the apps intertwine in some way, and you can't have this one without the other. I don't care to be big up Mark Zuckerberg. I don't care to be on Facebook and all these things. You understand? I wish I could be on one
People just
alone.
can't. Like, I mean,
That's
you need
the-
toilet with a phone and thing.
That is the reason I
Bro,
take off my
go in there, do your
notifications
business
on
and get
mute,
out.
Because I think my phone used to go off so much that you try to do something, ping. So I realized it, no, this is a weakness I point out. Let me get, no, maybe the bigger person, I
Yeah.
am mute. So by the time I feel like done, I work hard, I sweating, I feel like I put some good work today. Relax and see what's going on now. And then I pick up my phone, go on
Yeah.
forever, do my 5-10 minutes, and then I'll go back again. What kind of vibes?
Let me ask a question, because I don't know if it's me. I just find this to be weird. And I know it's weird because I tried once, not as much, and I felt weird. I don't know how people can post a picture on 5 different apps.
The same
So, the
picture,
same
right?
picture.
Same content.
I guilty
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Sometimes,
No,
no,
don't get me wrong. If you're selling something, or if you're promoting something in some way, but how can I explain it, boy? I would say, because yeah, if it's selling an event or you're selling a car,
Yeah.
obviously you'll post it on all the things, but some random
Yeah.
cutting my nails or my new slippers or something so, and you post that picture.
Anything for likes. That's how some people have it. Anything for likes. It doesn't matter.
I think I have it from
Maybe
business
I
as well
can say-
because I custom posting for business as well.
Right.
I post all the I want to get the most attention I get for my products in my case, right?
Right.
And because everything's separated and all the algorithms something kind of different as well, I have different friends on this app and I have different friends on this app, you know? Because I realize as a business person, Facebook is the mature crowd,
Yep.
right? If one says certain things that for the
Yep.
mature crowd, you go on
Facebook.
Facebook. All my mature stuff is on Facebook. The young crowd is Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
TikTok, I ain't know about TikTok. I know it's still on TikTok.
Like, I
Yeah,
kind of know,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
getting
TikTok,
into the
TikTok is
TikTok
more
thing.
international, I think. Well, I
Yeah.
don't want local, at least,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I know certain items, I would say put on both. Because I know I want to get both just to see.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know exactly what will sell faster and which platform now.
But you know what I find was real creepy? Like sometimes, you know, we sit down here talking about something and then you pick up your phone and there it is.
That is
Yeah.
So I know, like, some of it is the algorithm and stuff too, but it's just real
No.
creepy though.
There's no algorithm. There's no algorithm.
Like, I know talk about this
To be
boy.
listening to me, I put
Bro,
that to myself already.
real creepy, you know.
I when I show see ants come up this also. I put on my phone, so done.
Listen,
Yeah,
like,
so-
I don't even sleep with my phone near to me. Like, when it's time to have
I just use it
breakfast or
at my
whatever,
advantage, you jokey.
phone
I just
is
say,
to go
looking
so-
for a trunk for my car.
I was just saying that.
Yeah.
But because
Yeah.
I know I put something, I want to do say something, I will answer it.
Yeah.
Something simple like, if I set it on cameras, I was like, nice spy camera with cases. I know after 5 minutes, that won't come up.
Oh, alright.
This spy camera,
Yeah.
you buy this.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
You use the fair advantage, huh? Yeah,
nah, I
understand?
cannot real creepy boy. Like,
Nah, it
boy.
is, but
Really
at the end of the
monitor
I
day,
feel they must be listening.
They
and they must
monitor
be
it.
keywords. They
Yeah,
will
they
just
pick
be
up.
able
I
to
don't
pick up
feel.
on.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel it is a man say no.
And
No,
new combination.
I think it's keywords.
Yes,
Yeah, that
Probably
because
AI
that is the
doing it.
same.
It's probably
That is
AI
the same
doing
thing
it
that
to
is
do that.
used to monitor oh gosh,
Terrorists and stuff.
correct.
Yeah.
So when they
Yeah.
use certain keywords,
Yeah.
it's alright.
They'll flag it or something.
Yeah, they'll flag it.
And see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lord.
Technology.
crazy place out there.
These
I
devices.
went through a paranoia
Bro.
at that time. I take off my Alexa and I disconnect everything. No, I went through that phase. You know.
Yeah.
I was a tech person.
Yeah.
Everything was smart in my house.
Yeah.
My house
But
was
when my room,
Bro.
I was
nice.
90 something or just something.
I was sleeping with them two hoochies, Syria and Alexa. Yeah, understand? Always playing. I don't know that. They don't know what I'm talking about. That thing, yeah, kind of thing. But what we gonna do, boy?
I started to think
Real
of
good
Alexa
enough.
and things. I said,
You had to have control over these things. You really
yeah, I
have
realized
to
I was going
have
on my road
control.
and I want to have a bit control just in case.
Yeah.
I say this super just in case, you know.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
What you think about the I wonder again, that really a conspiracy or that is really they use that to sell a product because it have a cover people is buy to cover the camera on the laptop. Is
Cover
it
what?
the camera?
Camera.
Yeah.
Because they had this thing
And
that
the TV too, because
people
something
not
like
people seeing using it when
That is true. I as a past hacker, I can tell you
Oh my
that
God.
is true. That's true. Some of them, when you do it, the camera light is come on. If the camera don't have a light that is come on that indicate the camera on, that's a cover the camera. Right true.
So what about this?
I feel possible too, but
Yeah.
I ain't too much was into the phone. At
Bro.
the time I was much
because that's why
Okay.
because
But
I know
it
like
have apps.
I like honestly, I
it
feel
have apps to bug
I
you.
was being monitored because like and I hate to update my phone.
Oh shit.
I hate because
Update
all
is
kind
a
of
thing
stuff,
I don't
bro.
like neither.
I know.
Or maybe something to put in the fucking phone.
I like as I
Yeah.
update the phone every time I go into the camera, there's a little green light coming up. Like,
yeah,
what is this?
because like
And listen.
when you're on like when I'm on my phone, if you're using the camera, you see a either orange or green for audio or green for camera. So if you're on FaceTime, you see a green dot, and if you're on the phone, you see an orange dot to know that you're somebody. Yeah,
You know that
What
iPhone
about-
really? That iPhone,
yeah,
you know it had recently, about a few months ago, where they say iPhone is a picture every so and so minutes in infrared mode, so you can see it normally, and somebody see it on a camera. Check it up when you have time on TikTok. When you
or the
see
share
it.
thing.
No, like the phone is actually take a picture of the person holding the phone every
Oh,
so
oh,
and so
oh, okay.
minutes, every 5 or 10 minutes. All iPhone is just doing it. You search it up, man. Why is it like iPhone at all?
Listen, this thing is becoming an enemy.
Samsung.
Not a friend anymore.
Right now?
But what about anybody that's read the agreements? Like
Nah,
Facebook
but that-
agreements
that's
and
like
TikTok
that.
agreements.
Break it
Like,
up. But what I feel,
I
right?
don't know, you know
Ah,
how much things
just
can
now.
be taking place.
I go and pull on some game here, and I go and bring up that. Here what I go and do. I go and copy my whole agreement. I go and run it through ChatGPT and ask it to pick up any anomalies.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, no, like,
And I think they catch plenty of us so
What?
because you know most people just
listen,
I accept, I acknowledge.
I feel I probably sell my soul already.
Yeah,
Dread, like,
understand?
no, like, you had the time to go through that? And they know so much I'm monitoring and they're telling you, well, they're going to use your information here and there, but who going to read that?
No, but the thing about it is, right? Here my thing with it, right? And I understand that privacy is very important, but what you go do?
Bro, we have no privacy. As long as we
We
have a
go
cell
do,
phone, we
yeah,
have
we
no
go
privacy.
do.
Privacy is a thing of the
Yeah,
past.
privacy is, yeah.
As long as you have a cell phone.
And that is why my way of living now is fuck it. I don't into hide, bro. So me tell you to be private. I say that as a fuck it is. I talk my mind. I don't hide nothing. I don't lie. I have you can go in my fucking closet and get nothing besides some old shoes and some running pants or something.
Yeah.
If I do have something, I will quickly put it out before somebody put it out on me. Understand? So anything I have in my closet, I will put it out.
It's crazy.
And that's way to beat it. This is something. You know? If you're not in your closet, there's nothing in here. You see if you're free. But at least I think I have nothing in my closet. I think. That's not the thing though.
The amount of persuasion could take place just using this device. Just like, okay, we find it so creepy that, you know, we talk about something and it pop up. What about now sending you information to influence you in a particular direction? And the persons who will fall victim to that the most is our kids.
Well, true.
Is our kids.
That's why you gotta monitor.
Correct.
It's Wilson and
But can you really monitor?
Yes. Not me.
because eventually we do really raise the kids now. They had an article saying that the kids spend the least amount of time with us in the home, you know. The school 8 hours, transport, everything. So school keeping them for most of the time. School mostly teaching the kids. So the friends, the teachers, wherever, when they get most of the time.
Right.
And they will do the most. Understand? When you go to work and come home, most of you can spend the kids thinking, but then you want to sleep, you back up. That's what I'm saying. So I want a one-time bond. Then teaching the kids thing is minimal for the parent compared to the teachers and friends and schools and you know. And them will learn from school, I think, majority.
Correct.
So if you really sit down and spend time to talk to your kids, at least you know, but life I think even for 50 minutes, 20 minutes, and I mean life lessons now, not just you know, so the life lessons.
And some parents might think they may not be as influential to their kids, but still, some of them still have that, hey, there's mommy talking you, there's daddy talking you. Sometimes, depending on the brothers.
I actually believe in that because
to children, parents are still like gods, you know.
That's it. So I said, everybody idea of a good parent different, right? So
Right.
you think a good father should be this in their mind, and once it's not this, it's not a good father. Right? And whereas you might think there's not a good father. Being this and this is a good father, right? I think once you as a father could set a proper example
For your children,
to follow and somebody that you can look up to and depend on. Me and Kia being seeing them twice a day or 5 times a day, but they know you have your back.
The mark should be where you live on the world, eh?
Yeah. You understand?
That is
I think that is being a good parent. That's what I'm saying, to me at least.
But you know what, you're right, because people is normally equate, he just buy everything for the child, and he just take the child, Miami, he's a good father.
Time.
It's
Where's
true.
the conversations? Where's the love? Where's
Exactly.
the attention?
So it's two things. For me, anybody can say, I am not a good father, and I won't give a fuck. If my daughter tell me I'm not a good father, I was at the worry. Say, like, what happened?
Like,
How could you better, you know? Because that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your opinion, I say, but
Yes.
my understanding should be my daughter. And that is not what you think I should be like. It's what my daughter know I am, you know?
Yeah, so we had a lady, and you know, I saw a real nice, what's all the thing I get spoken word, a girl there spoken word about
I didn't like them
parents.
I
I can't remember, no, parents not parenting anymore. It's these things, this and tablets, and you know them, boy, it really is. It really is.
I say they sending subliminal messages right through for them too.
Yes.
Imagine how children right now seeing this man say he is a woman transgender.
Real desensitizing taking place. Yes, a lot of desensitizing taking place. But at least, you know, like in my case, my son asked me, Mommy, take off Netflix now. I'm tired. Everything I started watching doing good, and then bam, it's this in my face. He said, no, because I just drilled at me.
I think, you see, as the saying goes, misery like company, yeah? And it come like this. I just look at our community like a gang now. And I always want to get my gang bigger. Right? And it's either I buy the biggest guns and I throw it out there that I have the biggest guns and I have the most hoes and I will live in the best life. to get people to join.
Who's that garden tool?
Yeah. Because we've good farmers now. Yeah, right? So I just look at it like that. That is them. And then the difference with them is these people are involved in different aspects of life because there's adults, they into media, they into IT, they into all kind of things. So there's humans, But again, I always tell people I grew up understanding that being homosexual or whatever is based on your sex life, and that had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do with outside.
Listen, I respect everybody.
Yeah.
But just don't try to.
But now it's about yeah. I need to involve myself into that now. You know what I mean? And that is what that will always confuse me.
I'm not homophobic.
I am not
I
either.
can with anybody.
Correct.
Your choice of life is
That's your
choice. Of life.
Well, that to me is the bedroom thing.
At what part I should participate and should be,
So when you're hearing people losing the life, well, not literally, but the jobs and the homes based on they're not calling somebody by the particular name and thing. That's nonsense, bro. You bounce up somebody in a train and you bounce the person and you see them as a man and they say, sorry, bro. Right. I'm not a bro.
Sensitive.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And
if you see yourself that way, that's you.
Yeah, they have to call you.
I identify as a god. Nobody's calling me god.
Alright.
So
you know what I mean? So
it's a lot to censor out, filter out, and to get
I
through.
wonder, like, God up in heaven, or whatever God is. He be watching on me, Ben and Jones, but I mean, if he made us like this, his image like this, it's a sense of humor.
Of course he does.
I'm sure he will.
Of course he does.
I'm not the greatest. I think I'm not the greatest really, but to me, you know how I just think about things? I just look at, like, for myself, I just look at God has really checked me in my greatest challenges rather than the everyday life. So you see, when I get opportunity to help somebody or do something like that, that is when God watching me like, okay. But you don't have every minute to be watching me. Yeah. You don't have every minute when I shitting and thing. You don't have time for that. But when I really doing something, when I get the opportunity to do something for somebody or change something in my life or adjust something or you know what I mean, anything like that, then he watching like
And that is the people I say because God is God, right? He's both good and bad. He's everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
He must have a sense of humor. At some point in time,
So where you feel we get from?
At some point in time, you feel laugh.
Yeah.
So when you feel laugh, I giggle. You know? I think your favorite. So that go follow them, right?
Yeah.
I like your
Yeah.
Because it come like this. I was telling my son yesterday, because he started driving thing, right? So I was telling him, I say, God, what God is doing me. Anytime I'm on my phone and I'm driving, bang, I hit a hole. I say, all right, yeah.
It's not slide into a shop.
That's the guidance. That's the lookout.
I love plenty.
Yeah. Put on your phone now. Yeah, put on your phone. Yeah. It's not that serious. I can't play. Yeah. It's not that serious.
Into a shop?
Yeah. I say, all right, cool, yeah. So that way, if I hear ping, I just wait until I got stoplight. Check for the purpose.
Right.
My intuition is so bad. Like, something go fall from my hand and break in my yard or something. I was on a and watch you on show me here, boy. If they have to meet some parents, it's so bad me.
Yeah.
I go watch it where it falls. And I go find something. It might not today, I go find something. I will see something to do. So I could be pressing water and I was
I think I should too because it come like this. If I see why I just do right? Like if I go through social media and I see like I like sneakers and thing or whatever, and I see a Virgin selling a Nike and I say, oh, this Nike boy. And if anything happen that's gonna, like, if I decide, right, I'm gonna buy this, and when I check my card, it's ain't working, then I'm gonna buy my shoes.
Any
Yeah.
hindrance?
Any hindrance.
Okay.
Anything,
Okay.
yeah.
I know about them.
Nah,
Yeah,
I fight it.
any
Listen,
hindrance.
I fight
Like the other day, I was to buy something from somebody, and every time I go to link the person, they're not home, they're not this, and I say,
Okay.
and I
Not
telling
me.
the person, I say, yo, I getting through with this, so and she the person like, yeah, this thing, my time, whatever. I said, nah, I know myself. I will stop.
Listen,
Yeah,
I had
And-
to hear that
you know,
voice first. I just listen. I just tune in.
Nah, and
I had to hear that voice
Nice guys
first.
or whoever know how to communicate with me. Because trust me, I listen to them.
Yes.
It can be easier as this.
I listen
I'll be on my
first.
bed say like, I feel like I'm today, but I don't have any time. I work hard this week. I could deserve that. Because work hard really hard for me, right?
Alright,
I deserve
alright.
it. Like, but then confused. I said, no, I'm going to a show. Wait and see. I'll do nothing. And just back. Hey, you home? I'm about to check you.
Right.
That's the side. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then go for me.
Yeah.
If not, I know about it.
I think that for me too. Because it happened many times, right? So, yeah, you take later when we go to long time we go out, because let's be real line, right?
Okay.
They ain't going away, take. Right. I sit on home. If me hear from he, I take up my PlayStation control, and I home, I not going to play. I forcing it.
Next week, me and you will make the game of each other.
Oh, I'm messaging him, right? And I hope he didn't answer. I say, oh, if 20 minutes pass, he can answer me, that's it.
That's it. Dead.
Yeah, I have to be real, boy. I
My
have to be.
intuition is now, especially. I just go on my intuition back. I don't live my life no more. I just go with the
waiting
vibes.
for that
The
voice,
vibe,
eh?
yeah. The
Listen.
vibe that I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
no, but I go for me,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I just tap in.
I
Sometimes
do
you just
that.
have to be quiet, you know, and the voices come.
Sometimes I'll
Alright,
go.
okay.
They have the boat ride, my keyboard drive Venus. I miss the boat. I said, no, this will be a sign for Brown.
Right.
Yeah, I want to fight or something will happen. Who knows? You
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
You will
You
pretend
get-
something better.
exactly.
I can get better. I
Exactly.
can say live, you know?
Exactly.
I'll be bored, thing. But to me, I always ever saying, anything that happened to you,
Yeah.
happen for
For a
you
reason.
and not to you. It happened for you to learn or know, to grow or do something, and it never happened to you. That's it.
Right.
Even look at life so, that everything
Yeah.
happens for a reason, is a part of
Yeah.
lesson.
But even,
to
yeah.
grow,
Even
then
sometimes,
sometimes,
yeah.
That's it.
Bro,
It's just a
right,
go.
well, I'm taken back for cussing everybody coming on the road. I find everybody was driving like they getting out wet, like, you know, today's Sunday and everybody
You
just
accept.
cruising. And I was vexed.
Yeah.
I take it back. Yeah, probably might
yeah,
end up
yeah.
an accident or
I
something.
think
Never know.
lesson is keeping
Even-
yourself
yeah.
until you learn the lesson.
Even when they run late, sometimes I might just be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must happen for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that intuition sometimes is really be strong.
There are some people who go in relationships, end up in the same exact relationship, the same type of people, and the same type of way, and they ask themselves, why don't you choose this kind of man?
But you feel like the law of
But-
attraction working there too.
No, I think
Law
in
of
the
Attraction.
lesson telling you that this kind of man is not the man for you, or this is not the right thing to do, or you mustn't do this at this time with this person. And you just learn it to go and do the same
You
thing
just keep
over,
attracting the
over,
same
over,
type, like,
because
all
you're
the
not learning
time.
a lesson. So, alright, say you're attracted, right? Naturally, you're attracted. And everybody in your life, I think, is for a reason. Or
Right.
for a season, whatever.
Right.
They teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
So if that person come in your life to teach you a lesson, not patience, for example, and after going through all that you go through that person, you will learn no patience. The next person come in your life, go and teach you the same
Patience
lesson.
again.
You understand? And until you
And
learn
until you learn it.
that patience lesson,
Alright,
you start to
alright.
attract something else.
Alright.
Because you know a different person, you don't
Aye,
have
aye, aye.
patience. You understand what I'm saying? So naturally you attract something else. And that thing, I think that's
And
lessons to
then,
learn.
and then plenty of us students go through life never really doing any self checking,
Introspection. True.
Yeah.
True. That's so true.
You're done with Lloyd, it was he.
Yes.
You're done with Tim, it was he. It was never you.
No,
It's never you.
Not accountability. I'll
Yeah, it's never you.
And
Never you. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I said my mind, we women really.
Yeah, it was never he. Yeah, he girl.
Yeah,
he,
we
that
women.
girl.
Yeah,
I was
we
getting for the
can
bike, girl. Yeah.
And as you mentioned,
It's true.
I think 10 people is lie to themselves. And I say myself, right? Me personally. If they think they're lying to God, right? Some of them think, boss, they lie to themselves. They will say, alright. So simple. I feel the dark. I ain't feeling that, right? But that's very different that, right?
Right.
No, I mean feeling that, but I ain't feeling that, right? So they lie to yourself, they sell yourself a dream to tell yourself they're afraid, but they're not really afraid now. Yet, the Ocean food was there, see, with this eclipse thing. When you can come in, I'm going to try and give donation $777 to this person. So I say, you're going to be very foolish, but I don't want to go like that. If you go go like that, that something happen, you are going to go.
Wow.
And that's the reason I never used to pray for special events. You know, as an exam, you all pray. I never prayed in my life before.
Yeah.
My boy is not a fool. Why do I pray now for when this?
Yeah.
And I never prayed before in my life. That's I was saying, my God, I can't go for a fool. So some people lie to themselves and then think they're lying to God also, and that making sense. And some people lie to themselves so much, I think they believe their own lies. You understand? And that's where accountability comes in. Some people think that it wasn't really my fault because I do this and do this and I think it might be my fault. And them said that dream mentally, so subjectively, them saying, nah, it's not me.
You feel like atheists lying to themselves?
Eh?
You feel like atheists and I'm
But tell you something, right? Before I go. If I sit in here and Coral praying to God every day, I sit in my time, I pray to God, just put me over there. Just put me over there. Just put me over there, please. And I'm not moving, I was a fool.
Just talk to them action.
So that alone should tell you, you have to make the action in your life to change it.
Yep.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
A real great
Yeah.
man once said, God did not give Adam a chair. But he gave him trees.
Oh,
He had to make the chair.
that nice.
So you
that
get
nice
any
one.
boat to know, but you had a row.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they come like the same thing that they say. God will give patience. He's gave the opportunity to be patient. So he's come back to what I was saying earlier.
And that is it I say as well. Now your course going tonight, boy. I say everything in this world, in earth, is free without your labor. Everything. Everything is made from the earth. Everything here is earth. Water free, food free. No, this is the time to plant it. And the time to set up everything.
Yes.
Everything is
And
going to be
then
free.
labor.
Everything come from the earth. Everything is here come from this earth. That's what I'm saying. And then labor, some is more labor. If they could go inside, it's more labor.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a little labor to get everything. So God will give everything when you eat jail, body and foot
But
to
only
work to
have
get.
one thing on this earth that is not, well, infinite. What is that?
That is not infinite.
Yeah, that is not infinite.
That's anything. To me,
Yeah, you talk about lots of things that not infinite.
anything's finite.
All right. You think the earth will ever run out of water?
No.
Right.
The finite.
Right.
But if you look at it this way,
No, but I was talking about time.
And you know, I thought of that when you said about this.
That's the only thing that can't grow, you can't change, you can't go back, you can't go forward.
I used to say time is a recurrency.
Yeah.
And now I value my time so much. But everything else,
Time is really the only.
yeah. Time is like a true currency. And if I have somebody can try and pay you for your time,
I mean, things, they say cyclical. Things might, tables might turn, but it's still not the same situation back then. History just repeats itself. That kind of vibes? Yeah. But it's still not the same.
they're all different.
Yeah, it's always different. Time. It's a hell of a thing,
Time is a true currency. Well, could be one of the true currencies.
And I was watching a video the other day with some older folks saying, they ask like centurions and stuff, what are some of the regrets that they have? And the majority of them said that they didn't spend enough time with their loved ones. When you get to that point,
Yeah.
you realize, what, I work too much. I spend too much time there, that kind of thing.
I think that is a maturity thing. And when I think about it, everything you have materialistic, could be a house, cars, whatever, it's not really yours. It's something that's you're borrowing for a while.
Right.
You need to carry now, you're renting for a while. Because when you're dead, you're going to leave that behind for somebody else to drive. When you're dead, you're going to leave your house behind. Next 20 years, 100 years, somebody else living in your house, somebody else doing your stuff, somebody have everything own. You understand?
True.
So nothing physical is really yours.
Yeah.
It's just rented for a period of time. Because you could rent it, you can afford to rent it, and take for when you're living. The only thing you really value is friendship and the loved ones. So that's it. So that one,
Relationships that you've been through the years.
that is the value,
Memories,
not the
them kind
material
of
thing.
thing.
We
That
are
is the
materialistic
true
world.
value.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
The materialistic world, but
That is-
this this bonding and talking and socialism, that is something you can buy, you know?
Yeah.
So that,
before I go again, I was having a conversation with somebody at the time and I was telling them, to me, that is friendship. Like, I can't be, I'm not this kind of person. I can't have it, and then it's my riding brethren, but I have 25 sneakers. Then I have one shoe.
Bro.
And every time he come by me, I tell him, but I get a new sneakers, man. Yeah, and he, no, yes, is my thing. I don't owe him that, but friendship.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody ain't saying to give him half the shoes, but
An African proverb where I had a picture somewhere in my phone where it said Ubuntu. Once, if one have, all of us have. That is the lifestyle. That's exactly what you're saying. I can't have and you
and
have
I think,
all of us.
and to me, I think when you breed that kind of vibes, that is what creates jealousy and envy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right? Because because you so want to be over, I want to be over thing now.
Right.
It must always be that. It must, So, correct. You know what I mean? But, and he telling himself, this man.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, if, when I should say, I make a big billionaire vacation, I go help a lot of people. But my thing is, I don't like to spoil people. Right?
Yeah.
So people shouldn't get anything because sometimes
Yeah.
who come married. So sometimes
Conversation.
you understand?
Yeah.
So it's like, I won't just, see if you really can't help yourself in this area or something, it's no problem.
Right.
But you can't be a capable person, individual. How your senses, how you fit everything.
Right.
And I put in effort to make it on your own.
Right.
You understand? Show me an effort at least, I will help you.
Yeah.
Don't be spoiling.
But
It
has some people who come back like, you give me 5,000 last week, dog.
Yes, true.
But you have it.
Yeah.
Because to them, you have it.
Yeah,
And you should give it to
Yeah.
them.
Even my daughter, if she wants something from me of tremendous value,
Yeah.
I will let her work for
She
it.
had to work for
Give
it.
her a task or something.
Right.
Come first in the exam,
That's
do
good.
something, you know.
That's good.
Get idea working for rewards one time. Instead of just expecting
As I
rewards.
say, teach a man to fish, you know. You see a young fella, he could do something. A little pressure washer, let him go and do a little something. And make him money.
Or you could
Yeah.
poison your fish and he will bother you again.
Teach a man to fish, and he will never be
That I
hungry
think,
again.
I think how I grew up, I never grew up spoiled like that. I grew up working for exactly what I want now, in a way. And if I think the way I grew up was okay, like I didn't know that bad, then I wouldn't want to see whoever I helped learn from my same lessons.
Right.
It can be bad, because not even you need to go through probably hardship to learn. But really and truly, I think the more hardships you go through, the stronger individual you become.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
Because if you have hardships now, especially when you're younger, it will hit you sometime in your lifetime. It will hit you.
Yeah.
And when it hit you, at the old age, and you're shocked.
Yeah, it's worse. You're going to take grave for that.
Yeah, you're
one
crushed.
time.
You're crushed, yeah.
One time.
So the more hardships you go through when you're young, and the faster you go through your hardships, the stronger you'll be. Because then have nothing to surprise you. Imagine you go through everything you have to offer. Accident, this, family member die, everything else is ready.
Yeah.
Bad things happen.
Yeah.
You go through it already, nothing but surprise you again.
Yeah.
So
Like this life, eh?
I used to put my hardships. Yeah,
life.
hardship, I'm just talking about this one.
It's like
I
true.
appreciate it.
You know, exactly. You
I
know,
appreciate it.
I started doing that, you know, like, hey girl, you've been through that and that and that. You'll get through this. Like,
Yeah, some people be depressed.
Yeah, don't worry
about
about
it.
yourself.
You can't be
Like-
diving back into the bacchanal and then saying, you'll get through this, girl. You'll get through it.
No, I dive back. I dive back.
Just like, let me just dive back into this
But
and just
things
test
just
myself
happen.
again.
Things
Yeah,
just
let me just test
happen,
myself again.
Or you
No
put them out
again.
and say, come shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah. Yada. And you know one thing I learned, boy? Good. To trust God, boy. And you see that patience thing you talk about?
Yeah, to trust yourself
I
too.
had to learn that patience. I mean, I'm working with children how much years now, but that's a different thing. Because it's children, you will have patience with them, but you see adults, oh, gosh, who you think will know better?
Learned patience. I think I recently learned patience. That was one of my weaknesses as well. Reason I was so lazy, I think, to start with, and you also drive and thing, I don't have patience in traffic and go on. You understand?
I think that's the only thing I hate to go through for traffic.
As I said, I do time so much that I hate to waste my time.
Yeah.
I just say, if I have my car here, I need to wash, and I know I need time to wash it, I value my time so much, and if I say, alright, the tow truck I $50, my already rate could be, say, oh, is that $200, which means that it might be more cost effective to pay somebody to wash my car. I have my time that I wash my car with an hour, and then, you know, and so I calculate my time with everything I do.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I do it, my pay somebody to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People do it, or do it yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with age, you know. That comes with age, you know.
It come my head.
That's what you're doing.
I just tell people, right? I don't have a loyal barber. I have 3 barbers I go by when it's convenient to
you.
be. Right?
Damn right.
When I ready to trim, oh, you available? Nah. Alright, next. You available? Yeah, boy. Alright, cool. And I go in my heat. I
like
just see men
I like that.
waiting weeks for barber to trim them. They're not going by nobody else.
I started to my house, Baba. For the same reason. I hate to go about showing someone wait to come to wasn't doing nothing.
Yes,
I
boy.
got paid extra $50 on January.
Yes, boy.
You don't come at me, trade me, do.
And my hair just go real fast. I start to trim every week. Right? And it's 150, 200 to trim. Men telling me, boy, you mad? I say, hey, I could only could go in barbershop and sit down for 3 hours, or they're mad. If I go by a car wash, right? And it have too much people there, I just turn around and go. I can't sit down there.
Yeah. If I had nothing to do,
Nah.
I go by the hairdresser. I could
I
see
would-
my Savannah head. So, you know. But if I had nothing to do,
That might stick on there. That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome back with us, Savannah Head.
I can't stay when I car wash, and if I don't have something to do while I wait.
Right.
So before I was working, if I go to car wash, alright, I put my laptop, I do something.
Right.
So I think I'm wasting time now.
Correct.
You know?
I can hit
You
the coops
understand?
because I can sit down in my car, make calls, whatever.
Right.
But to come out my car and sit down in the hot sun and man, that's
No.
For me to go to car wash and so I wait for my car to get washed, just I wash my car and done.
yeah.
That's it. The same way to not do it.
Exactly.
By the last time I go and buy a car wash, the man was washing a car. So I one in the back, one in front of me. I said, right. When the man finished washing car now, I see men taking cigarette break. I come outside. I say, yo, I didn't come here to lie, man. I don't understand. And the man goes off and I jump in my car and leave.
Trinidad. Only Trinidad.
Cigarette.
Anyway,
It's about that time.
yeah.
Start to
Yeah,
be.
man. ATS. They think they're fooling themselves.
From Transfer Story.
Stop.
Yeah. Transfer Story, ATS. I think I was not ATS. I think I was at DS for them.
Who?
At DS.
Where's that?
DS. That's in between. That's somebody.
Oh, you're unsure?
Yeah, no. They don't believe in religion, more or less, but they believe in a supreme being, like a creator.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So
Well, probably that too.
Yeah, not even believe in a God, no. They didn't believe in their God.
Okay.
They say it is that.
Alright.
But they're okay watching you processing that. You must have some kind of creator behind this. You
Come
know?
on.
So
Science proves it
I was
too.
in between there. And I went from being a deist to a believer.
Right.
Right? Spiritual growth and things. So
Right.
I was on both sides, I'll put it that way.
Okay. Right.
I was in science.
So
guy.
you experienced.
Yeah. I was in
Right.
science guy saying, nah, this not really the God, whatever. And now I see the spiritual person believing in a
Right.
spiritual realm and all this kind of stuff and
You're
stuff.
putting a little clap there, press.
Yeah, so that's my take on it. So I said, some of them just do have information. And I think that's because most people depend on external.
The leader or the
Yeah, to
yes,
them,
and
to
it
inform them.
happens. It happens
Yeah.
in Christianity to a certain extent. But any real scientist or atheist, if they are a scientist, will tell you, hey, nah, this is just happened.
This is a creation.
This
And
is a creation.
if I
Fine
creation-
tuning, golden ratio. I
you
mean,
know
where's
what
we
ratio on
get?
it?
Yeah,
You
what?
sequence on it?
Yeah.
I
I watch your drawings the other day. I see it somehow like in between
It happened
two of
usually,
the drawings.
it happened usually.
Of course.
Yeah, to get one next circle,
Yeah.
use going ratio. Because trying to figure out how to use it to get caught, you must get 5 circles now. But as I studied, I can read a book on that actually.
Right. Because
Yeah.
I watch it and I see it, but like I see it. You know what the Kabbalah tree, right?
Naturally.
You know that?
Yeah.
Alright. But it looking like I could connect
Oh,
the
yes,
dots
yes,
to
yes, yes,
see
yes.
it. I'm
That
gonna
it does,
say
yeah.
that is a kind of more
That tree alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
But some people find it's a kind of evil thing, however, but you see understanding sometimes you have to study things to get a proper understanding. That's what the atheists and them probably not doing too.
Yes, or yes.
They're not studying. And that happens in I shouldn't even just say Christianity, it happens in a lot of religions.
I think you see the idea that science, if it can be proven, it's not here. That is it. One and two,
Right.
because they will get information, and because it's new information, and they can't go back and try and change information, make it look like they're wrong.
Right.
It's a pride thing too, right? So I think because they can't prove something like spirituality with the mechanisms or devices.
Boy, I
they
think
would-
they could
you understand?
prove it too.
And I think because
They could prove it
Who's
too, but they
you?
wouldn't admit.
yeah, something keeping it from us.
They wouldn't admit.
Who's you to tell me about my reality? If I say I believe in unicorns, right? I don't see unicorns in my peripheral vision or in my
Right.
dreams or my cases. I firmly believe in unicorns. Who is you to come and tell me unicorns not real? That is my thinking, right? Because this is my life. It is my reality. I can choose to believe what I want to believe.
Alright.
I don't have to believe what you believe. You have your
Right.
beliefs. That's religion, right?
Correct.
I have my beliefs.
Right.
If I believe there's a spiritual realm or there's unicorns, that's my belief. Respect that. Don't call me boy, you tripping. Understand? You are
And
your
that's what
belief.
it is do, and they shout loud too.
Yeah.
They shout
And
loud.
I always say one of my superpower is that I don't give a fuck what people say about me. I'll
Yeah,
answer
you
me.
don't have time.
That is a
You don't
superpower.
have time.
So
It
they
is.
can shout out loud, say what they want.
Yeah.
I believe what I believe. You can't convince me otherwise, and it's a billion
Yeah.
workings. But them who are talks, it's coming no workings, you know. It's coming theories, you know.
And something they hear,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
say, they ain't even test it before they come to you. Because I had my journey where I was like, you for real, God? God, you for real? You for real, God? I always used to be doing my research. Before Google, they always gave books, they
Research,
gave whatever to do your research. And when I bounce up that golden ratio and the fine tuning, I was like, nah,
Something wrong here.
not even evolution. I mean, a certain amount of evolution is take place, or let's say, what's the next word I'm looking for? Anyway, but when I see those two things, it was a documentary I found there. I read it in a book first, and then the documentary kind of helped me understand it better. And I was like, no. This is a personal creation. This is not just a big bang and everything just fling into place. Could never be.
No, and for
Could
this
never
creation, it must have a creator. All creation must have a creator.
And in us, we have the same creativity skills.
Exactly.
Not at his level, but.
I have a theory, not a theory, right? My belief, I should say, that I just say we are all gods, right? Everything is made up of God energy, if I put it in a better words.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
For example, everything in this world is made up of atom, right?
Right.
Atom,
Right.
atom, whatever I call it, everything is made up of atoms.
Right.
And if everything is made up of one type of atom, everything is made of atoms. I mean, we are all fractal parts of God. We all have gods in us, right?
Correct.
So we are all God, and we all have our own separate consciousness or level of consciousness. So we may not be equal in terms of consciousness, but we all probably have
Part
the potential.
of it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
understand?
are part of it because I don't even want to say, like I mentioned the Big Bang just now. Now, I don't want to say that did not happen, but he still caused it to happen. In a sense, because and they admit now that the universe is expanding, right?
Yeah. Expand constantly.
Yeah, so I mean, come on.
If we're talking about God, I would put something like Mother Nature could be like God in my books because everything about it, everything in this earth is nature. Even the plants, the food, the animals, the light, electricity, earth, fire, wind, water, everything is created from nature. Everything revolves around nature. Nature is everything. We are made from nature. Nature creates everything in this realm. Nothing is created out of nature, out of earth. As I say, everything was created here from everything in here itself. You understand? So God is everything, which is nature, which is everything. You understand?
But do you find that's like putting God in a box in a sense?
How? In what way?
Because it's like you putting him into your level of understanding in a way.
No, I think not.
Because God is outside of time. He's outside of.
Right.
He could be outside of nature too. Now, I coming from a sense of you ever read the Bible?
Yeah, some parts. I grew up religious.
Try and read over the Torah, which is the first 5 books: Deuteronomy, Genesis, Numbers, and what else I can't remember. First 5 books. Because I see more and more the God in the Bible. Every time he has to do something here, he will use us. And I think there's a reason for that. Because he's an energy that we really can't in this flesh sack probably cannot withstand.
Let me get to why I say the nature thing. You remember the egg theory? Egg theory?
Maybe not.
They say, practically, it's like you have to be reincarnated as every single living organism and every person, everything on this earth before you truly die. And that death is not death, that death is a reboot. It's like the egg and you're not born.
What kind of reincarnation?
You have to be the murderer, you have to be the killer, you have to be the dog, you have to be the raper, you have to be the Christian. You have to experience life as everybody. You understand? That's the egg theory, right? They experience everything. And when you experience that whole everything, then something new is created, and God is created, right?
Okay.
So saying that now the egg theory,
Where you get that from, bro?
that's not theory, because social one egg theory. Saying that now, I think if God needs to be all knowing, all seeing, and all everything, God is having his living experience through us. All of us have different characteristics, all have different personality, different fingerprints, everything. You understand?
Right.
So for God to know what a sadistic person is, what a killer is, he needs to be a killer. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's not like, and that's why people say that simulation is a matrix, because it's like a dream. It's like we go through all these cycles to experiencing, to know how it is, to experience life itself, or experience it through us, and then we keep going and evolving. So that when things repeat itself, but it's never the same.
It's not, yeah.
It's
spoke about that
that's
just
the
now,
same,
right?
no?
Yeah.
So there are different experiences now.
Yeah.
So to me, that's, I think it can be that God actually using us to watch or learn, you know?
To experience.
Yeah. So like,
to have a different experience.
You know what Naruto? You know what Naruto?
Oh God, my son keep telling
Alright,
me
so-
you need to watch it.
So
Yeah,
like that boy Naruto, I do a Kashibuchi no Jutsu, I do a shadow clone where all of us is clone of us. Different
Right.
personality, different image, everything.
Right.
All of us is clones, different,
Yeah.
and just experiencing life to send all we learn to one source. Which is what you want this. You understand?
Right.
So that's an example, and that's the idea of a God right now. That's my personal
That's
belief.
your
Yeah.
belief.
That's
Alright,
subjective
alright,
belief.
alright. I see God as God. Well, of course, you know, I believe in Trinity: God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. Now that's a mystery. I really, can't explain, but the best way I kind of, try to get myself to, it's like water has 3 states. You have ice, you have vapor, and you have water. So you will not necessarily take a piece of ice and try to bathe with it.
Alright.
You will use liquid water
You know,
to do that.
this is my spiritual, right?
But-
So this is not my spirit. You look
Hey, don't make me stay here till know what I'm talking about.
Trinity, right? Is that they say they're dual, right? Duality, right? Which is not really true. So for good to exist, you need to have bad.
Right,
For
yin
hot to
yang,
exist, you need to
kinda,
have cool,
yeah.
right? But real and true is not duality, it's Trinity. Everything have a center or a middle.
Okay.
And that's Trinity.
Right.
So when they say God the Father, that is the Almighty God above us
Right.
in spirit, right?
Right.
God the Son, that's
Right.
become the one earth,
Okay.
physical form.
Right. Right. So
Physical form, right?
Right.
Right? So that is spirit God and that is physical God. The Holy Ghost is when you combine the both spirit and
Okay.
physical.
And the flesh.
Right? And flesh. And that when you can do miracles, you can do magic, you can do things
Okay,
that
that's
that normal to man now. You know?
Okay.
So that is Trinity. So that's why you are hot, you are cold, you are warm. You are black, you are white, you are grey.
Alright.
That's that is all that Trinity. You
Right.
are red, you are blue, you are purple.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And
Trinity is more about finding balance. And that's what we're supposed to do to find God, basically.
we
Understand?
supposed to.
So it's not that being jealous is wrong or evil, right? Because it's part of God. Balance
Yes.
coexists in the same realm, right?
Yes.
So it's not good and bad really. It's just balance. So I know, say for example, I spiritual, don't feel I still not good. Right? I just act in a nicer way. You understand?
Oh,
In a nicer way. So it's like you know you good.
Right.
You know you're a good person,
Yeah.
but when that time you have to be bad, when you have to
Yes.
protect your loved ones,
Yes.
defend yourself
Yes.
and stuff,
Yes.
you could be that bad person.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when you take
yeah.
advantage of people, you know what doing it. So
Right.
you have that balance. You know you're capable of being evil.
Right.
And I said, I was both.
But don't give and take so much that you're going on a rampage and
Right.
understood.
And that balance,
Get you.
so,
I
I don't want
get
to
you.
say, me, I have to tell myself, because I have a few sometimes, you know? Me sometimes, you know, that you get vexed, you know?
Right,
I tell
right,
myself,
right.
fighting should always be the last option.
Last
to me.
resort.
Last resort.
Right.
Some people make it the first resort, you know? First thing, and then the fight. You know? I rather fight psychologically, emotionally, you know? All kind of way, with the brain, the mind, all kind of thing.
All that physical. And
Yeah.
Now. You gotta use this.
I got to remind myself because I know somebody come just on me and stuff. The blood rush, you know? The blood rush. Now go up to the brain and just reflex action will take, you know?
Hey.
I thought I remind myself then. Not physical.
Take it out.
Do it.
Yeah.
And most time.
And that is where I think I see now how you talk about the balance. I think that in itself is the real key. Being able to control those emotions. Like you say, the jealousy, the anger, the excitement. Sometimes you just have to know how to control it. And that's a real challenge for man, you know. That is a challenge for
I
man.
think I'm very good at controlling my emotions. I'm so good that some people used to call some people think I have no emotions. Some people have emotions. It's not that no emotions, I know how to control my emotions.
Right.
So like I think people I just say cry, I go watch fucking anime and cry.
Don't tell me, but you never see me. When you come with me, I should be talking and a female, whatever. I was like, go take them. I leave and then come out. You know? You think I at last. I just want to control my emotions.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe it's just my hormones as a female, but it
It's a little
comes
bit-
with time. You have to develop that. You have to develop that, you know, being able to control the emotions. And not everybody says something negative to you, you know, you need to take it to them, that kind of stuff. You know, we women.
Yeah.
You know, we could be.
Yeah.
But, you know, it comes over time. And your experiences too kind of play a part, of
And do I tell
course.
you about learning lessons and things?
Yes.
You have to learn lessons. So
And
most of my relationships, or where I went in, basically taught me some kind of lesson
Something.
that I learned from. You
Something.
understand?
And it was, you see our president said about introspection. Sometimes something will happen. You react. Alright. You come down to a calm. This is me, eh? Okay, Rhonda. Where you really learn from that experience just now? And you sit down and you ponder. If you do that with every experience or negative experience you get, you know you will learn
You
so
get
much.
better person.
Of course.
I scored awareness because now I think I am aware that I will do some shit. Even when I come close to telling a lie, because I don't lie, I reach a point now, I will tell you as it is. If you don't like it, that is your problem. I just say that's it, right? I just sleep very good, knowing that I know that, right? I sleep on the table with my cases. So even though I think on my head, I'll be aware of nothing. Right? No, shouldn't. No. But sometimes I just inhabit sometimes, yeah? From the smallest thing you say, somebody come and say to you, tell me not here now. Something simple as that.
Lord.
I will say, nah, tell me my bed, but I'm coming out now.
Sure.
That's me, you know?
Oh, God.
So that's me. I so much trying to be my true self,
Yeah.
my real self,
Yeah.
that I try not to lie and stuff.
But then
And
you're gonna
I
be
try
very
to be
happy.
aware.
You are very happy man. Because you're a true self and you're not going through that for nobody. Is that you take it or you leave it?
And when I sleep in at night, I snore.
I sleep good enough.
You sleep good.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
man.
at least the awareness is more important. You be aware that hey, you made a mistake or you do shit,
Right.
wherever the case is, or you know, or how to
Yeah.
better next time.
Correct.
Because if it is doing things when you're aware that what you're doing is not really beneficial to you,
I feel there's a lot of people problem right now. A lot of people.
I think we are so emotional as humans that most of our decision making are based on emotions and not logic.
Yeah.
It should have a balance between emotion and logic. You understand?
It's the food. It's the food.
If you-
That's not a conspiracy.
Yes,
It's the food. It's the food,
No, I don't
boy.
eat any and everything. I eat my own food.
Listen, I changed up my diet. I'm trying like seriously change up my diet over the years. I'm not going through that.
What do you eat now?
I don't really eat flour.
You know,
I don't like. It's have this lady called what's her name again? Barbara O'Neill, boy. Started following her sometime. I was like, wait.
making
She just
white lady,
yeah.
eating but red health.
Yeah, she really opened up my eyes. But I had already stopped eating.
I like
Things
Sabi and them
like
too.
CB, you got our next prophet they killing on. I'm telling you, another one. But food, you see food right now? I trying to grow my own food.
That's me as well.
I still procrastinating whether to mind the chickens because I'm not going to kill it. But I had to learn.
Yeah, look.
I had to learn, you know. Get some broilers, some layers, get some eggs, you know, fresh eggs, no antibiotics and all them dramas because chicken is one of the most toxic meats you can eat. Like, seriously.
I planting right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not tree lava now.
Where's the crop?
Huh?
Where's the crop going on right? What crop coming right now?
Now, how to put it? I know how to learn how to propagate plants.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
I
I know.
thought you have a little food crop play.
No, I've been
somewhere.
plant,
Take-
but most of them babies trying to grow, but I like plenty seasoning plants. So
Oh, yeah, like a herb garden. Right.
And how much
I like
fruits,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I like that
I have
too.
plenty herbs and things.
I like
mean,
my
they easy and things.
rosemary and your
Yeah,
basil.
yeah.
Yeah. But you gotta have food though. You gotta have food.
No, but
You gotta have
the
food.
first take long to grow, but
No, it's only 6 month, 3 month crops and thing.
I'm gonna contain it.
And then I think our government has some little courses that you could do to learn different things. You could check into it, go up on the website and information out there.
Sometimes people on there and people on there like sorry I feel bad. So sorry bro. I don't know. I say, what is this plant, but what's it doing water? So I don't really have that. Now I just see when you plant leaves, you know,
Right.
probably too much water, probably the pH imbalance in the soil and
Right,
different things.
right.
When the leaves brown, no one knows sunburn, probably too much sun. So those certain things they learn
You learn as you go.
personal
As you
experience.
go. Yeah.
Right, so I learn it. So propagating now, how to copy and clone plants and things, I don't learn that myself. Not
Okay.
all of them is the same way. Some of them could
Okay,
take a stem,
okay.
some of them they could break up from the
That
root.
part
Yeah, that's it. So
Listen.
I learn to do stuff now.
Okay. I don't have time for them kind of plants. I want things where I can eat. I want to eat. Because, bro, the way things going right now, I feel that is the next big thing. Agriculture.
Yeah.
Food. You know, making sure to supply yourself.
You can't go wrong with selling food, even if it's raw produce on market. You
Correct.
always sell. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is right.
You can't tell me you home broken and
Trust
can't feel and all
me.
there. That
What about if you have money and you still can't go there and buy food?
you can't.
We could come to those times, you know. Trust what I tell you.
You can
I'm
go.
talking about you have money, you have cash.
Mm.
But you can't go there and buy food. Food is a shortage. It's at a shortage. We will come to those times. Eh?
I don't doubt it. But that
Even
would
if
be
it's not
only
us,
our
our
fault.
children might meet those
That
kind
would
of
be only our
times.
fault. You see how they trying to make everything a kind of concrete jungle now?
And everything in plastic and
Yeah.
foil. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Not
So that's why
me.
we had a plant.
I, for one, before I used to say, we're going to live in the mountain by yourself, isolated, but
Bro,
No.
I feel like I do
I
that.
could, yeah. No, I could go in the mountain.
And I always tell my cousins and I say, hey, I need to go and look for a cave for us to, you know, abide in when you see all the craziness that happen.
I can do that.
Gone.
I try to be so independent, I think, home there. I have a dehumidifier that could actually take water from the air and keep it
Right.
water. Apart from that,
Oh, that's why you're using that stuff?
yeah, not humidifier, that humidifier and a dehumidifier.
Dehumidifier. Well, I
So
know
when I
that's...
put water in here, I want to take water from here and cool
I
the
know the
water.
dehumidifier because we had where the house in Santa Cruz is was infested with mold because
Too much
of
moisture, yeah.
humidity.
Humidity, yeah.
So we had to get a dehumidifier. But taking it to make water, bro?
That water closer in water. It's good
Not
water.
in that room where I had that mold.
No, all you have to do, the water coming from the humidifier will be distilled naturally. All you have to do is put it in some heat, boil it whatever, to get the bacteria whatever, and that water is great. Actually test
I
it.
learned
I say,
something.
I do my cooking, I test that compared to rainwater and that, and then it's nearly the same. Plus, you know, I have a pool as well,
Wow.
so I know what pH testing and testing for,
Wow.
and then the same, so it's nearly equivalent to rainwater,
Wow.
which is a good source of water. I have solar panels. So in case of electricity, I'm not going electricity. Let's name it. I try to. If it was
Totally self-sufficient.
Yeah. I aim to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Depend on nothing, on nobody.
Yeah. That's what it is. You know, I learned the other day that you can't, if you have TNTX supply in your home, right here in Trinidad, you cannot go totally off-grid and go with solar through the whole house.
Why?
I learned that the other day. I said, I have to do some more research because
and you can connect your solar to their grid.
No. You cannot go totally off-grid. If you have TNTX supply, you can't go totally off-grid and do solar alone. You have to still have something. If it have TNTX supply in your area, you can't just go totally off-grid.
Make them stop me.
It was somebody, I think it's Unipet or somebody offering a real nice.
Now, I passed right now I have 4 batteries and I want to test and see how much power I run on that.
Okay.
So I think I keep getting enough to run my whole house daily.
Right.
I'm not doing TNTX again. I say this year, make them stop me.
Bro, well, I'll write you
Like,
the thing,
my
but I'll do the research and tell you, let you know.
Well, no,
So you
it's not.
can't say you didn't know. You didn't know.
Like, see, you can be how I get my power source.
No, but yeah, because I was like, what? He said, yeah, you can't go totally off. I was like, okay, I'll have to do something.
That's like what's
that.
telling you, you can't carry in water or something like that. Some must know it out.
You can't, every spring, every something, I can't remember how to do.
Make
I
them
think I know it got
stop me. And it's
Like
free.
crazy.
It's free,
crazy.
look, everything
Yeah,
free.
boy.
Nothing they created, but they try to control.
But you see, it's our fault because they put the water in a bottle and we buying it. They put the water in a bottle and we buying
That's why
it.
we go buy here.
Hey, that was on a cartoon the other day, no?
Hey, buy here, because here.
Listen, that was it. What cartoon is that, boy? Oh, good. No, that was on a
I can't
cartoon.
even understand how we could buy free resource. So they have free water. So,
Is that
and
serious?
it's so bad now. I was in Wukaden and they had no water in the coolers of them. And people went go drink water because of water in the cooler. I went in the pipe. I put in the pipe.
No, I can't do that. I can't do
water
that. I
is
find
water.
pipe water that tastes the worst. I wouldn't. Anyway. Right. So where were we?
I remember.
Let's talk about food and being self-sufficient.
Most important.
Not just as a country, but as citizens.
As a person, I've been independent.
Yeah, you must be.
Something.
Yes, of course. It's not easy out here. Things getting hard. I mean, cost of living going up, right through. Plant your food. Eat
Yes,
where you
sir.
grow.
And some have a garden.
Yeah, you gotta do something, man. A little melon gel. See, if you plant melon gel, I plant cabbage.
Butter. There's no butter will come back.
It coming back slow but sure. It coming.
Right now, most
Just like
people
that.
are working for paper.
Ah, I
That's
invested
what
in
the
gold, eh?
That's
I
a bad
will
goal.
sell.
That's a bad goal. Actually,
Yeah.
my thing
And
is,
silver too.
I buy anything physical or materialistic. You better have the money so in the bank. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
If you from the
okay.
shop and the economy crash tomorrow, I have plenty things that have value.
Right.
The people won't want no value after that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That is true.
Yeah, understand?
Well, they're listening. You hear
So
that?
I
prefer hold on them kind of real material thing, whether it be jewelry or be electronics or whatever,
Right.
that I could use or even have value, I could trade with
That's
that I
what you
reach.
trade with. Yeah.
Yeah,
You see
so-
that what we drinking there too? You believe you could trade with that too? You know,
Yeah,
alcohol
anything.
and stuff, wine and thing. In times past, people, that was a currency. Wine and alcohol and rum and all them things was a currency. This
mine is actually a healthy drink.
It
But
is
if you make it correctly, I should say it's a healthy drink.
fruit of the vine.
Yeah, and it's a fruit as well. Well, made from fruits. So
Fruit
it's a
of
good
the
thing. Because I stop drinking anything, I stop drink Hennessy and thing.
Nah, I can't believe that.
I stop. No, my everything I hold you, you know. I stop eat meat and thing, you know.
True.
I didn't stop do all that nothing, trust me.
You don't eat meat, bro?
I eat meat now, because no more balance, understand?
No,
About
that's what I'm
balance.
saying,
So I
yeah.
don't eat meat how I used to.
Used to, but okay.
You understand?
Okay,
So
okay,
I'll
okay.
eat certain meats at certain days and them kind of
Right,
stuff now.
right.
I always make sure I mix it with good vegetables. I like my greens too. So all my plate must
Yeah.
have greens on it.
Yeah.
Them kind of
That's
stuff.
important.
So that's it, it's more balanced now. So like now I will drink wine, I will drink a party. Cause them things still good for you, nothing really toxic to your body. Because I run and I working now, I do all this.
Yeah, see you showing off the other day and thing. Hey, well, tea, right? Show off now.
I'm feeling good,
I
man.
real unfit, you know, like I real unfit.
Yeah, work on that.
Wash boy, thing that boy. No, I mean some years ago I had a nice little size and I was on my journey. I put on the muscle mass and I you see me. I started to suffer from panic attacks and all kind of thing and I just
What?
was real, I think it was just stress. I was going through some real heavy stress is a killer, you know. All of that time on my journey and as I changed up my diet and you know certain things, certain music I started to study frequencies. All them different things, you understand? Yeah.
What kind of music is this?
I suppose I listen to anything, but it have times where I need to balance back myself, so I will listen to harp instrumentals. It could be any kind of songs or genre they're playing, but as long as that string, string instrument.
That is me. I like the piano. I don't have
Right.
piano in
You
music.
see?
I
Everybody
automatically
has
like
a thing,
it. Yeah. Ping pong. I like it.
How many pianos go? Oh gosh. But yeah, frequencies is another. That's a real good.
Podcast 868. And we are out. Right? President.
Yeah.